What's up, guys? Tucker Singer here with S&S Smithing. Today we're going to talk hot cut chisels. Guys, today in this video, it's not a forging project. We're just going to go over hot cut chisels, the one I use, the way I sharpen, and the geometry of the way I have them. Alright, so first off here, the hot cut chisel I use is an old masonry chisel. This is my favorite chisel for hot cutting. I even use it for cold cutting sometimes, probably why it's a little duller than it should be. But the main way I have my hot cuts cut, if they're not curved for doing veining and stuff like that, just for cutoffs and stuff, it's pretty much flat except the ends are a little rounded. Alright, just very slightly. Can you see it? Yeah. And then here, I don't know if you can see it too well. Here, there's a little bit, yeah, right there. I have it ground in. Just the leading edge right here is a bevel that's slightly sharpened. That's just to help cut my way in, and it helps whenever you split the cut. You know how usually you'll just have a little like weird kind of hollowed out valley there. Instead of cleaning it up with file, this will help keep that a much smoother transition down into just a straight cut down. So I use it to help start the cuts and help finish the cuts. Alright, and whenever I sharpen them, I don't take it fully sharpened because eventually they'll just roll down over. I like to have them almost all the way sharpened and just very slightly flat on the very bottom edge, or not, or just slightly dulled. All right, so we're gonna go over to the belt grinder and I'm gonna show you how I do it. Alrighty, guys. So what we're gonna be doing is just a standard grind like you would on any other chisel. All right, except for we're just gonna have the edge, the very last bit of the edge different, and this front leading edge is going to be beveled and have another separate edge on it. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharpening this and then talk to you as we go through. First, I'm going to start establishing our main bevel here, and then we're going to go ahead and work on sharpening that front leading edge. Alright, we got the main profile of that edge. It's just sharp enough to whenever you run your thumb over it. If you press down, you kind of feel it gripping. You could leave it like that, and it'll get probably to right where you want it after the first heat. You don't want a hot cut super sharp. I like to have mine slightly duller. It kind of pushes the material out of the way a bit more. As you can see, we still got that slight curve over the edge. Now what we're going to do is work on our front leading edge here. How I'm going to do that is just have this front edge here, like this side, for example, just going to go over, put it on the edge of the wheel here, sharpen it to a finer edge, sharpen it to a finer edge on the other side. Now you don't need a belt grinder to do this. You could do all this with file work and stones if you have them. So you don't need fancy tools to do this. Alright, guys, so this week's video shout out goes to Sprinkle Donut Forge. He's had one before, but I think it's time to do another one. We've been growing and might as well refresh a couple of them. But he does a lot of cool little projects. At the time of filming this, he just came out with a video where he's going over production runs of how he's forging chisels and punches, things like that from coil spring. He's going over good ways to make the stock and things like that. He also does a lot of good safety things, so if you're a beginner or not sure about the proper safe ways to do stuff in the shop, he does a lot of safety procedures that way, and he's a tight-knit member of the Blacksmith YouTube community. Alright, guys. See you later. Alright, guys, so as you can see, there is our two bevels coming in there. I don't know how well you can see it. Okay, there you go. Right in there. And then our main taper, and you can see how it kind of digs in there on the side. I like to use that for leading the cut. You know, you get a nice fine edge to aim with. that you know where the edge of the chisel is going to go. And like I said, it helps clean up the cuts on the ends. And like I said, it's just got the slightly rounded over edge. It's not super sharp or nothing. You don't want a super fine edge. Or, I mean, some people do. It's kind of preference. You can. I like to have mine just a little bit on the duller side. Just that way the edge doesn't overheat and just start peeling apart crazy fast. You know, and getting deformed. Alright. Alright guys, so that's how I sharpen my hot cut chisel. For main, like straight line work or cutoffs. I do it slightly differently for like veining chisels and stuff. Maybe we'll do that later if you guys are interested in it. But guys, remember, I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you'd like to see more tool sharpening videos and things like that, or general tool maintenance. And remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Alright guys, remember, forge your fate.